Hello, my beautiful friend, and welcome to Kris Over 50. My mission here is that I invest my time and money so you don't have to waste yours. And today's video on Ultherapy is a great case in point. In this video, I'm going to share my experience, talk to you a little bit about what Ultherapy is, how it works. Is it painful? Spoiler alert, yeah, it's painful. At the end, I'm going to show you my actual results and share with you whether, did I think it was worth it? Would I do it again? You ever walk through your house and catch your reflection out of the corner of your eye, except you stop because it wasn't your reflection, it was your mom's? That started happening to me in my late 40s and early 50s, and it really was this area down here where gravity was taking its toll and I was getting sag. I know this is pain that lots of us mature ladies feel. Who hasn't done the just slightly pull in the mirror and, oh, look, we look like we're 35 again. And then I started noticing it when I was editing videos. I can see very clearly here in footage from earlier videos when I'm looking down at something, just the jowls, the heaviness in my face. And really, honestly, that started bothering me a lot. I didn't really consider surgery. To me, it just felt like a much bigger step than I wanted to take. It started that I was looking for RF microneedling. So the theory was microneedling plus radio frequency would trigger a bigger injury response from the body, creating even more collagen to be produced. It sounded really good to me, but when I went and talked to practitioners, they didn't think I would see the kind of results that I wanted. I really was looking for lifting. It was around this time that I got a new esthetician, a lovely Japanese woman, and we got started talking about what kind of procedures she had done and what I was thinking about. And she had had Ultherapy done twice at a local plastic surgeon's office. And that's how I got hooked up with the place I actually had my procedure done. I felt much more comfortable because I had a good relationship with my esthetician and she had had her procedures done there. I also had been to Orange Twist. They're a chain largely here on the West Coast. And the one thing that Orange Twist had going for them was the woman that they had working there at the time had been a trainer for the company that manufactures Ultherapy. And I have a background in selling medical equipment, and so I know what kind of in-service training those trainers need to do, how well they need to know their product. And so I had a high degree of confidence that she could tailor my results based on my face, my fat pockets, what I had left, what basically everything that she had to work with in my face. The big thing it came down to was the plastic surgeon's office offered nitrous, laughing gas. Makes you feel not so bad about what's going on. And Orange Twist did not. Also, I knew that this plastic surgeon's office would offer 20% off Ultherapy once a year, and I waited for that offer. It came in September. I decided to go with the plastic surgeon's office rather than Orange Twist. And really, the nitrous was the biggest part of that decision. Let's talk a bit about how Ultherapy works. It's a laser, and it's a laser that they can target at different depths in your skin. So, a little background, a little education for you here. Your skin, we have the epidermis on the top, followed by the dermis. Under that is the fat layer and the fascia, the connective tissue. And then below that is the muscle. And Ultherapy can get deep enough to hit the muscle. That's why it hurts so bad. It goes really deep versus like radio frequency that just gets into the dermis layer. Now, the Ultherapy laser can do shallower depths and deeper depths, and that's one of the reasons why you want an experienced practitioner. You want someone who's going to examine your face, find out where you've got deep fat pockets, thin fat pockets. Does that even make sense? Thin, not so deep, not so thick fat pockets. And modulate the treatment based on specific areas on your face. By the laser pulsing deep down to the muscle layer, that creates an injury. And your body's response to that injury includes creating collagen to heal it. And hence you get collagen production ramped up to like it was, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago when you were younger. So it's a way to kind of trick the body into creating that collagen for what is, yes, an injury, but not a bad injury. Does that make sense? That's my understanding and interpretation of it. They gave me a lidocaine, a topical numbing agent that I put on about an hour before my appointment. And then we took the before pictures and started the procedure.
Do we want to treat with this one? And yeah, I think with this one I'm going to want to use kind of a submental. Okay.
Okay.
So it'll kind of count you down before I do my first pulse. You're going to feel, a little bit of, I call them little zingers, little deep kind of pain. Certain spots are going to hurt a little bit more than others. Give me a second. I got to make sure we're making good contact. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, and it will just be a ton of these little pulses. How you doing?
All right, well, if this is all it was, that wouldn't be a problem, but I have a feeling.
Yeah, it'll creep up on you as we keep going, and certain spots of the face and the neck are going to be a little bit more spicy than other spots, and then we do have to do quite a few pulses and multiple passes too, so you're doing great though still. I mean, there's some people at this point that are already jumping out of their seat.
I will say that the way they use the nitrous is you had a little like medical straw, and it was self-limiting in that even if you were sucking a ton, you were not drawing down all your nitrous. It would only meter out so much per, I don't know, minute, second. I don't know what the parameters were, but basically you couldn't just go through it all at once.
The lighting in my car isn't very good because I'm in a parking garage, but you can see I'm a little red. Okay, I'm a lot red, a little swollen. Yeah, that was painful. I'm pretty good with pain. Had 2 kids, almost had one on the freeway. But as the practitioner said, it was spicy. Yes, it was very spicy. And it's a pinpoint pain, and because it's pulsing, it kind of feels like, you can feel that just kind of drilling down into your skin, and then it's done. So the good news is, it's intense and then it's done, and it's intense and then it's done. And right now, actually my skin feels a little tight. I'm not supposed to do no ice, no painkillers, because of course, because of the injury that was done down deep, that is what is giving the healing process and what's going to encourage the collagen and tighten everything. So, it even looks like maybe there's a little bruising there. Anyway, okay, so now it's all over except the waiting, 3 to 6 months.
Did the nitrous help? I don't know. It hurt like a son of a gun. Like I said in the video, I've had 2 kids. My son was 10 pounds, and I almost had him on the freeway. So yeah, I had no painkillers for him. I've got a pretty high tolerance for pain, I feel like. At least I've got really good benchmarks for what real pain is. And yeah, this was painful. It was like a 9.5. So did the nitrous help? It didn't feel like it. It didn't feel like it made much difference. Erin Busby also had this procedure done about a year ago. Put a video up on her channel. I'll link it down below in the description box for you. I commented on her video and asked her, did your practitioner offer nitrous? Because it turns out, no, her practitioner did not offer nitrous. So I asked her, do you think it would have helped if you would have had nitrous? And she said, yeah, it couldn't have hurt. And again, it's the kind of thing, I've never had it without nitrous. She's never had it with nitrous. It's hard to say how much it helped. I will say my practitioner, Dr. Nafisi, once a year offers 20% off. So having the nitrous plus the 20% off really was attractive to me. My final cost, and I had what they consider full face, and for that it was tucking under the chin to about here up to my hairline, and that was $2,200 after my 20% savings. Oh, plus it included a $100 charge for the nitrous, so the Ultherapy would have been on sale for $2,100 then. Was it painful? Yes, really painful. But as you can see in that footage, and I'm so glad I recorded that right after I had the procedure done so it was fresh, it did stop. So if you can, suck it up, buttercup, and get some relief, total time to do my face was about an hour. The results. So here are the professional before and after photos, and this was taken at the 4-month mark. They say that results take 3 to 6 months to see your full results because the body continues to go through that healing process. Looking at my left side, it does feel like the line under my chin is a little smoother, and I think the marionette line looks a little softer, and underneath my lower lip seems to be a little fuller. Looking at the eyes, I really don't see much of a difference. My crow's feet seem to be about the same, and I am not really noticing any kind of brow lift. Here at the front, I can really see a change on the left side of the photo, which is my right side. That definitely looks more lifted. I, of course, would have liked more lifting to happen there, but it is definitely lifted. And again, with the eyes, just not seeing much. Here's a close-up of the right side of my face, where again, that is probably the most pronounced lifting that I got. And here at the eyes, just not really seeing much change at all. My 6-month mark was just a week or so ago, and so I took my own photos to try to do a comparison. There's no denying that you can see tightening. The jowliness isn't nearly as bad as it used to be. I still see some, and I will say, since I have been testing so many foundations lately, that a lot of the problems I'm having with foundations is just because of gravity pulling my skin down, creating still some bunching down in this area. And, throwing down another $2,000, we're really blessed. So it's not that I don't have to think about spending $2,000, but it's also not a burden for me, if that makes sense. If you're enjoying this video, will you show me some YouTube love down below, especially hit that subscribe button? I don't know that I'm willing to do it again. Given that I had good results, but not great results, it honestly has me thinking more about plastic surgery, because that is a permanent solution. This Ultherapy, they say, oh, it'll last a year or two and then you've got to get it done again. So if I'd had great results, I think I'd be more inclined to go, yeah, I could do that every couple of years. The other thing that I'm thinking about, though, is when I had my 4-month pictures taken, she was like, oh, we can spot treat. We can just do focused areas, get some targeted results. So that wouldn't be nearly as much money, and gosh, that's got me wondering, well, could I get that final little bit of lift that I was really hoping to get with this first one by doing just some targeted areas? I honestly, I have no idea. I am so sorry that I don't have a more definitive answer for you than that. I'm just hoping to give you some more data that helps you make a decision if it's something you're considering. I like realself.com for doing research on procedures. 76% of the people who wrote reviews on Real Self said it was worth it. That's definitely on the higher end for procedures in general on Real Self. You're looking for a procedure that's got a good track record, or you know yourself well enough, you can talk to a practitioner and determine if you're a good candidate, if this is going to give you the kind of results you're looking for. I'm curious, have you ever had Ultherapy, thermage, Fraxel laser, any kind of major non-invasive procedure like that? If you have, will you leave a comment down below? If you've enjoyed this content, I have a video right up here that talks about the at-home devices I use for anti-aging. I'll link that in just a moment on the end screen, plus a playlist for all my anti-aging advice. Thank you so much for joining me and have a fantastic day.